In this video, we're talking about the untold secrets of one meal a day. Hi, I'm Dr. Zarowski from NewVisionExcel.com. If you're new to the channel, it is such a pleasure to have you here. Be sure to subscribe, hit that little bell notification, and join our notification community so that you can excel your health and your life. We're talking about the untold secrets of one meal a day. So here's the deal. I've done tons of videos on OMAD, so if you haven't seen those yet, be sure to check out my OMAD playlist. But what I want to do is take you through a practical guide of how I actually navigate one meal a day and just break it down for you. I'm sure you're going to actually have a lot of things that you can add, and you can put those in the comment section below. But I'm going to go through and teach you some of the things that I use in order to make one meal a day easy for me and how I navigate this. So let's go ahead and jump right in, and let's start with hunger. You know, a lot of times when you first start one meal a day, you'll experience ravenous hunger. It will actually subside in 3 to 4 days where it doesn't bother you that much anymore. But the other thing when it comes to hunger is there's a couple things you can do to actually blunt that hunger. And so one of the tricks I'll use is using black coffee. Okay, so instead of drinking black coffee in the morning when I'm not hungry anyway, I'll push it back to late morning or early afternoon to when I actually start getting hungry, and it'll actually go and help blunt that hunger. Now, black coffee works very well. If you're going to use cream, use very minimal amounts of cream because it will throw you out of your fast. Anything that raises blood sugar or insulin will break your fast. So be careful with that. So black coffee is really powerful. The next thing I use is sparkling mineral water. I specifically use the mineral water because it is loaded with minerals, and that's very beneficial when you're fasting. So that helps make you feel satiated. So, you know, when you're starting to feel hungry, drink some sparkling mineral water. It really helps with the hunger issue. Next thing that I'll use is some green tea, and I'll also use our apple cider vinegar fasting drink. I'll put a link to that below, but those all really help just mitigate that hunger response. You know, a lot of people think too that when they feel that hunger come, that it's going to just continue getting worse. Well, you know what, the hunger comes and goes. You know, you'll maybe feel it for 15, 20 minutes, and then it disappears, and it, you know, is likely going to be gone the rest of the day. So you just kind of got to get through it. So make sure that during that time you have something going on. You know, try to stay focused and just work through that hunger. The pain will come and go, and it'll subside, and you can move on in life. So the next thing here is every day. Should I do OMAD every day? So how I navigate OMAD is there's some days that I do it and there's some days I don't. A lot of people get fanatical when they jump into these different topics. You know, OMAD is a tool that you have in your toolbox, a strategy, but is not a thing that you have to do every single day. I switch between OMAD and intermittent fasting, which is just the 16 and 8 rule, all the time. You know, you can do the same thing too. Just because you started OMAD does not mean you have to do it every single day. You'll probably like doing it more often than not because you'll probably feel better. But once again, depending on what's going on and, you know, just how my life is at that time, I'll switch it up a bit. I always do either intermittent fasting or OMAD, but I bounce back between the two. Now, just to be clear on that too, OMAD is just one meal a day. Intermittent fasting is 16 hours of fasting and then eating within an 8-hour period. Now, one of the things that will determine if I'm doing OMAD or intermittent fasting is the training that I'm doing at the time. And so when I'm doing excessive miles, like let's say if I go out and I run 10 miles in one day, then OMAD is not for me that day because for one, I'm going to be extraordinarily hungry. It's going to be very uncomfortable to eat all the calories that I need during that one meal, that one setting. So intermittent fasting fits me better. So the days that I'm going and doing a lot of cardiovascular exercise, running, and a few other things, I'll go ahead and just use regular intermittent fasting. Weight training, I have no problem doing it on OMAD. So the other thing about training that I want to mention is that it is best if you actually do your training prior to your first meal. So once again, don't be fanatical about it. If you can't, then that's fine. However, there's just tons of proven benefits in fat burning and optimizing hormones and raising testosterone and growth hormones, so many other things if you can actually train in a fasted state. And so let's go ahead and move on to mealtime. A lot of people ask, when do you eat your meal on one meal a day? So I like eating it at night. Now there's a little bit of a scientific reason for that, and that is that when you're eating that one massive meal, essentially what it's going to do is put your body into a parasympathetic state. That is the way that your nervous system operates when it's in its rest and digest. So you're digesting all that food, it's about bedtime, And so it puts you in that parasympathetic state, and it's going to make you tired. If you're eating that one meal a day in the afternoon, it's probably going to be very hard to not just completely crash in the afternoon. Or if you're doing it in the morning, or whatever, what have you. So one meal a day for me is best at night. I know that some people have different work schedules and some people work nights. Look, just flip it and do what's best for you. Once again, you don't have to be fanatical about it. It doesn't have to be at 6 o'clock at night or 7 o'clock at night. It can be whenever works best for you. For me, it's at night, and then scientifically, I like it at night because that's going to put your body in a better state to sleep and rest and also digest that food. Next thing is eating your meal. Okay, so there's a couple things about eating your meal. First of all, when people get to that meal time, typically they just have an absolute ravenous hunger that they would just want to just throw down anything they can find. When you're eating your meal, first of all, my recommendation is to make sure that you're chewing it well, eating it slowly, just because it can cause digestive problems if you're just throwing these things down the gullet and not chewing it well, and eating all of your food in that one huge meal. Another thing that I like to use when eating that one meal is I'll use digestive enzymes. There's certain things that can affect your digestive enzyme levels. A lot of exercise and training is one of them. So if you're having a hard time breaking down that food, digestive enzymes are recommended. That's what I'll use quite often during that one meal. The other thing, when eating your meal, make sure that you're eating high quality meals. I do a video on the OMAD food plan and what to eat when on OMAD. I'll put that in the description below as well. The last thing I want to mention about eating your meal is that it's very important to plan your meals, okay? So if you're going into your meal and you're just grabbing whatever you can find, you're going to find yourself eating all kinds of junk. You're going to find that you're not eating a good nutrient-dense meal. You're going to find that you're also not eating a balanced meal. So I find for me, if I don't have my meal planned, then I'm all over the place. So I like to make sure that my meals are planned so that I'm kind of navigating that meal very well, making sure I'm getting a broad spectrum of different nutrients and different foods and balanced carbs and proteins and fats. So make sure you plan your meals out and have an idea of what you're going to eat for it so that you don't really find yourself crashing by eating low quality foods. The last topic for discussion is supplements. So when I'm on one meal a day, first of all, I take my supplements during my eating window. I do not take them while I'm fasted. The other thing about supplements is that I'm a firm believer that you need to make sure you're taking a broad spectrum multi-mineral. We use multi-mineral active, taking NeuroBoost, which is a omega-369 essential fatty acid, DHA as well, and lastly the probiotics. So we use a probiotic strength. Now the reason I take those is, first of all, it's scientifically proven that people are very deficient in these different nutrients, and that also you're not getting them from your meals as you should. So the probiotic strength is going to help keep your gut healthy. The active multi-min daily is going to work to make sure that you're getting broad spectrum nutrients, vitamins and minerals, and then the NeuroBoost is really designed to help support neurological function, nervous system function, cellular health, and all that. So you really should take these different supplements, regardless if you're doing one meal a day or not. Those are just the basic core nutrients in order to maintain good health. So anyway, go ahead and post in the comment section below if you have any other questions or you have anything to add to this. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel right here, give this video a thumbs up, and check out my other videos on OMAD, because I do so many of these great videos that teach you how to navigate OMAD, and share them with your friends, and I'll see you in the next video.